What them haters talking about?
Damn. Order in Texas.
What's up, family? A couple in Fort Bend County, that's here in Texas, about a few minutes away from Houston, they're being harassed by the sheriff for a sign that they have on the back of their truck. Now, this is a great sign, y'all. I thought it was very patriotic, very American. Thought it was also spiritual and motivational. The sign reads F Trump, but that's not all. It also reads, and F you for voting for him. Now, most people are saying that this falls under freedom of speech. The sheriff sees it another way. He's even ran it by the prosecutor, who said that she would accept charges of disorderly conduct. What do y'all think? Who do you think is right? Check out the video, leave your comments, and I'll come back with mine.
Alona, good evening to you. Of course, a lot of people debating and talking about this. The sheriff saying he just wants to keep down the peace, but this local couple, they say right now they just want to share their First Amendment right.
F Trump and F you for voting for him.
That's what Karen and Mike Fonseca plastered on the back of their truck 11 months ago. Their message for President Trump and his supporters loud and clear. And boy, has it started a firestorm.
There's a lot of things that I don't like what he's doing. Like him wanting to deport people, break up families, I don't see why he wants to do it, and then building a wall.
Fort Bend County Sheriff Troy Nels posted this to Facebook after receiving several complaints about the offensive language on the back of the truck. He even states, quote, "Our prosecutor has informed us she would accept disorderly conduct charges regarding it, but I feel we could come to an agreement regarding a modification to it," end quote. Now, the sheriff says he just wants to have a meaningful dialogue with the Fonsecas.
They're fighting words, because now you're challenging an individual. You're focused on that one person because it says an F you for voting for him. And that person gets offended and all of a sudden screaming and yelling. Then the sheriff's office or the local police get called. Now you have a breach of the peace.
Tonight, the American Civil Liberties Union took to social media too, responding to the sheriff, saying, quote, "No, Sheriff Nels, you can't prosecute speech just because it contains words you don't like," end quote. Civil rights attorneys are chiming in also, saying the sheriff might have overstepped his boundaries.
The Constitution provides for freedom of speech, and in this instance, having a sign that uses the F word is still a freedom of speech.
Until they show me on the logbook that it says I had to take it off, it's staying up there.
I'm Chauncey Glover, 13, Eyewitness News.
Watch the sheriff very closely. The sheriff, he seems like the kind that would enable a vigilante. He said that those were fighting words. So basically what he's doing is kind of like what Trump did when he was running for president. He was wiring his base up. He was stirring them up, letting them know it's okay to bust a head if you don't agree with what somebody says. So that's what he's basically doing. He's letting the people in Missouri City know, Fort Bend County know. Missouri City is one of the cities that's in Fort Bend County, but he's letting the people in Fort Bend County know that the sheriff is on their side. So this is going to most likely embolden somebody to target those drivers. And if I was the drivers, I'd be ready to target back. I'd be ready all the way. I'd be ready to bust back quick. He said these are fighting words. I remember some fighting words, but nobody had a fight. No fight took place. Remember when Obama was running for president and this guy was riding around on his motorcycle with an obscene sign? Went viral. You know what all the conservatives were selling? You know what they said? Free speech. That was the cry. Free speech. It's covered up under free speech. Now you have this interracial couple. You got a white woman and a Hispanic man. And people are saying, go back to Mexico. He's going to get deported. I'm going to call ISIS on him. You see, he's dumb. He's stupid. He's showing how stupid he is. But they said none of that stuff when you saw all of these signs about Obama, all of these obscene signs and profanity-laced signs about Obama. If you missed it, check it out. Here's one. Here's another. And another one. And another one. And another one. And another one. Let's be real. If Obama's name was in the place of Trump, many people wouldn't even have a problem with it at all. Wouldn't have never made the local news, let alone national news. In fact, this has made international news now. It's funny how the Trumpers love being politically incorrect. The level of hypocrisy is staggering, and they have no shame. They don't mind being offensive, disrespectful. They don't mind being loud and belligerent. They love the idea of freedom of expression, unless the message is one they disagree with. Then it's offensive and it needs to be stopped by any means. Oh, especially violent means. Oh, they love being violent. Suck it up, buttercup. It goes both ways. No more talk.
What the haters talking about?
Order, Texas.